I remember back when I was in school, around 12 years old or so, there was a cool Chinese girl which every guy wanted to date and every girl was jealous of because she was confident and beautiful in her own way. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind and walk like she was special. On the other hand, at my church group, there was an Indian guy who was tall, fit, and had smoldering looks. Every girl wanted to date him, and every other guy wanted to be his buddy. Where was I during this time? Well, I was the little ugly duckling who got bullied and forgotten. Back then, I thought to myself, great, this girl, this guy, was only 12 and they had a head start in life, wanted and loved. With their looks, in all likelihood, they'll excel in their careers as well. Needless to say, I felt behind in life compared to my peers. Take a rough guess where they are right now. A year later, when I was 13, that cool girl got pregnant, dropped out of school, became a mom at a really young age, and ended up doing a simple job in a small town. And that cool guy? He got into bad gangs and drugs. Sadly, he passed away at the age of 17 due to a car crash. At the age of 19, my looks started to evolve and I had the confidence to join Singapore Airlines as a cabin crew. Guys who didn't give me the time of day back when I was in school suddenly started to contact me on Facebook, wanting to date me. Then I became a finalist in Miss Universe Malaysia at the age of 22, and then a finalist in Miss Asia Pacific World Singapore at the age of 23. Even more guys then came knocking on my door. Here are the key takeaways I've learned in life. Everyone's life journey is different. Life is really not a competition, it is a journey. Many of us just don't realize that. It is okay to start later in life. The main point is to just start, regardless at which point of life you are in. Matt Dugu, an award-winning photographer, made a tweet some months back which really gave so many people around the world so much hope. He wrote, 13 years ago, I tried to kill myself. 12 years ago, I was fired from my job. 11 years ago, I was declared bankrupt. 10 years ago, I picked up a camera. 7 years ago, I was published with National Geographic. 6 years ago, I won countless awards. 4 years ago, I got a mortgage. Have faith. The second thing I've learned in life, whatever people have or you have, don't take it for granted because change is, after all, the only constant. Everything that someone has can be taken away in a blink of an eye, and vice versa. Today, you may only be in the planning stages of your goals, but tomorrow, you have the opportunity to put those plans into motion to make your goals a reality. Thirdly, which is probably one of the most important points, I realized I was measuring myself, my life, based on external achievements. Every time I compared myself to other people's external achievements, I lost sight of my own blessings, such as having a good education, a home, good health, and good friends. Why? Because I was just too blinded, feeling sorry for myself and my circumstances. Here's the new way of how I measure my life nowadays. I assess my progress and my happiness in a much deeper, more fulfilling way. I do believe that most of the metrics that I'm about to share with you are things that you can relate to, but feel free to edit this list based on what matters most to you. Number one, a sense of fulfillment and inner happiness. For me personally, this comes down to the kind of impact I'm having on other people's lives and on the world at large. I achieve this through my counseling work. If I can impact just one person with every post or video I make, I can confidently check this box. Number two, the quality of my relationships with my husband, other family members, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. Thirdly, how well I'm taking care of my health. Am I well rested? Do I feel strong and fit, or lethargic and weak? I can probably say that I started having abs since I was about 24 years old when I started working out, and now even after giving birth to my little one, I still have abs. So yes, I am proud of myself in this aspect. Fourthly, my level of personal growth. William S. Burroughs once said, "When you stop growing, you start dying." I feel this on a personal level. When I'm stagnating, it feels like my soul is dead. I always want to be learning something new. If these are more accurate metrics for determining how ahead or behind you are in life, then you've probably made way more progress than you thought. Plus, the beauty of this list of metrics for measuring happiness and progress is that you can achieve all of these things in some way or another, regardless of your life circumstances right now. It's okay to still want to hit those external mile markers. It's natural to want the great job, the family, the beautiful house, and all of that. You want those things for a reason, and it's even perfectly natural to feel jealous when you have a strong desire for something. I'm just asking you to seriously question why you want those things in the first place. Pursuing external markers of success simply because you feel behind isn't the right reason, and it isn't going to lead you to the results that you want, which is ultimately what we all want: inner peace and happiness. I understand life can be a hard teacher, and your past may have brought you through a tornado of problems and challenges. But today, right now, regardless how much money you may or may not have or your circumstances, you have the chance to start something new. You may not be able to turn back time, but you can learn from the past to create a better future for yourself. At this point in my life, I still haven't hit a lot of life milestones for a happy existence according to societal norms. For example, a big house with a big backyard, luxurious vacations, earning 10K a month, etc. But I no longer worry about being behind. That's because I genuinely like the life I've built for myself because it aligns with me, with what I most care about. Identify what truly matters to you in your life. Factors that gives your life actual meaning and happiness. Then start assessing your life according to those metrics.